Hey, what's up? It's Saturday. It's almost noon. Noon late day shave. Got to keep these whiskers hydrated. We're gonna whoop up the lather using Saponificio Varecino Opuntia, and the sexy SV brush. So we been letting this bloom. Put some water on it for a bit. There we go. So where do we go? What do we talk about today? Dave's a grumpy old man today. Crotchety. I'm crotchety today. Why? People is stupid. I'm just less and less and less tolerance of it and stuff. I guess whatever. I mean, a lot of it doesn't affect me. So usually that's the stance I take is ignorant, whatever, that's fine. You live your life, I live mine. I just made a poem. Ignorant, that is fine. You live your life, I live mine. You can take that. You can use that. Put that on a nice greeting card or something. That'd be a good Christmas message. Ignorant. Anyway. We talked about this before, about how on our Drinks and Dave show there's only so much we can talk about, because instead of people listening and wanting to learn or hear somebody else's side, they just want to be proven that they're right, even though they might not be, or they might be right, but they're also turning a blind eye to whatever situation they're right about in the opposite direction. But because I was just, a couple of things happened today. So one, this morning or late last night or something, my dad sent an email. Our family on one side has been big into genealogy for a long time, and we know that side of the family where my name comes from is from Switzerland, and we've got a small castle there and a winery and stuff like that, and kind of know the whole story about how those people came to the United States. How many, like great grandpa, something like that, 3 great 4. So what is it, like 6 generations ago or something? Anyway, he sent an email. That's on my dad's side of the family. On my dad's mom's side of the family, I don't know how long this has been known, but it wasn't known to us or me that 10 great grandmas ago, she came over on the Mayflower, and there's some informational stuff about she was the first female to be recognized to step onto Plymouth Rock from the Mayflower. So that's pretty cool. I mean, so that's interesting, and it's neat to know your history and all that stuff. But then I start turning to people, you see these awful nasty videos of people screaming at people about, go back to where you're from and stop speaking in other languages. You're in the United States and stuff like that. And I'm not getting into the whole illegal immigration and sneaking over the border and all that. That's a whole nother discussion. I'm talking even when people do that, they have no clue how people got here. Or I even see, the videos like that where the person says, I was born in Texas. Just because I look different, But, the whole mentality of, if you don't look like me, you don't belong here. But, again, making the reality of if you don't look Native American, you didn't belong here, right? We came over, we were not invited. But it's like everybody's okay with that immigration as long as their family would have made it here, and then after that, like, cut it off, right? Like, we've decided I've made it here, enough is enough. We don't need any more people. You can have other arguments about how much immigration is good and all this stuff. I'm just talking about the general mentality of that. Basically that unless, again, you know, it's been brought up, unless you're Native American, you were an immigrant at some point. Your family came here at some point. So just to be against anybody coming in saying, we have enough, you know what? Anyway, so that was one thing that set me off. And then you know, it's widely known I own an electric car, and so does my dad. And you know, he was telling me about some guy who worked for Tesla that did a spin-off company that's working on recycling the batteries, right? Because that's obviously the number one, well, not the number one, but a major thing that people like to say is like, look, they're not ecological. We're digging up all of these minerals and stuff. It's terrible for the environment to be doing that, to make all these batteries that only last for so long, and then you're ditching them, right? And then that's where the argument ends. It's like, well, like, look, you have to dig up minerals, so that equals electric car bad, can't be any better because chemicals. End of story. But what's really the issue is, how long do you have to drive that electric car before it becomes much more better for the environment than a gas car? Because a gas car, you know, well, it's not the same mass of minerals and chemicals and stuff. Gas cars take all sorts of chemicals and metals and things that have to be mined and smelted and all this stuff as well, as long as the ongoing production of gas, right? And then people say, well, but how do you think electricity is made? We burn this and we burn that. Yes, but not only. Right? But not only. I mean, you can produce electricity, hydroelectric dams, wind power, stuff like that, right? So like, things change, and we're in the middle of the change right now. So no, we can't have an infrastructure that could support everybody in the country charging an electric car and stuff. But if you don't start somewhere, you're not going to get there. So yeah, sure that and we know just in 10 years, battery technology has gotten so much better. So we're in the middle of that change. So they say, oh, it's bad, so no electric, this is stupid. It's like, how short-sighted is that? Plus the whole argument that you don't even know the difference in ecological impact of an electric car versus gas. People just see this as somebody posting, look, it takes this many tons of this mineral and that mineral, so it's bad. Compared to what? Anyway, that's just my aggregation and frustration, is the narrow vision that folks have. And again, I think I've always said, you know, I'm not here to change anybody's mind or anything, but I would just beg people, one, that if you want to have an opinion on something, nobody can stop you. Have your opinion or whatever. My begging and pleading is at least acknowledge that maybe you don't have all the information, and that's okay. You can just say, based on what I know, I prefer not to this or that. But, oh, whoa, excuse me. Pardon me, that was rude. You know, that's where it comes, is where people just take their opinion, or one guy said whatever, and now That's the way it is. That's just facts. This guy said it's bad, so facts. No, this guy said it takes this and this and this, so it's bad. He made a conclusion based on comparing to nothing, right? So it's like, and that's what that's what crotchety old man is that there's zero critical thinking in things like this. The whole like, shut down the borders, shut up. Well, where did you people come from? Unless you're Native American, you came in. So maybe argue about how we do it or whatever, but just the people that are like, yelling, you're not from here, get out. Neither were you. Oh, gee. And the whole, this is bad because one guy gave me a set of data. All right, I don't want to be name calling or stuff, but if that's all it takes to sway your opinion is one person said one thing, that's the definition of ignorance. You got nothing to base your decision on. So you could say that's interesting. Oh, that's concerning. Oh, I want to know more. Or, boy, that's concerning, but I wasn't going to buy an electric car anyway, so makes no difference to me. All that is fine. But then just to be like, well, this one dude said this, and so there's the proof that this is all terrible, and everybody's stupider than me. Ooh. What did we do? I didn't show you. There's Lemon. Nivea. Whoop-pa! Whether he wants it to be or not, this moment of whoop-pa brought to you by Brave Barbershop, the sweetest smelling barbershop in Tucson. Speaking of Barber Dave, gosh golly, I had an extremely weak moment. And they did hot challenges on the cadre. Eat these peppers, move up, take a video of yourself. It was very entertaining. I will say that. And I get really annoyed by the people that can tolerate hot. Just thinking it's just something that everybody can just put up with or what, kind of like you can just do it. Because if you can't tolerate hot, it's not just annoying, it's pain. I mean, it's a physical reaction, right? So you wouldn't just say, oh, hey, I'm a boxer, I'm used to getting punched in the face. All of you should be able to take videos of getting punched in the face. That's not how it works. Anyway, so I've always said I'm not doing the hot whatever. I'm very heat intolerant when it comes to spicy foods and stuff. And I said, why? I'm not in high school. I'm not going to physically hurt myself. Yeah, it's not permanent. I get it. But it is a pain. It's a physical reaction. For anybody's entertainment, I mean, I'm past that. So coming this Tuesday, Drinks and Dave's, good old KJ Spider Boy. Show you, I got the Opuntia aftershave. Sent us 10 hot sauces, just like the Hot Ones TV show, where they'll go up in heat, and we're going to be trying them. And then he'll tell us, I don't know what he's going to do. Ask us questions, tell us what they are. I don't expect to be able to last very long. I don't know why I said yes. It did come up in the middle of a vodka tasting. So that could add something to do with it. But, yeah, I mean, so while I still think that was a stupid decision on my part, again, why physically inflict pain on myself for somebody's entertainment? And Dave's, oh, whatever, you're blowing it up. Whatever. If it were somebody else doing it, I'd sure tune in to watch. So that's what I'm saying. If you catch this video between now, this is May 11th. So the 12th, 13th, the 14th, 6 p.m. West Coast time. Drinks and Dave's. If you're watching this, tune in for that one. It should be the most entertaining video we've ever done. See you on the forums.